Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. Wallets packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbit's our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hack? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fall back. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.
Yes, indeed. Let's shake it, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's shake up the crypto market and let's get to it. Let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. Bingo and a bango. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. Mic check, mic check. The mic looks good, and a bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you that when it's boring in the market, it's okay not to be in any trades. I think we were in 2 trades. We just got stopped out on 1, I believe. I just got back, had to run an errand real quick, but yeah, so there's times where there's good times to trade, times where it's just sit on your hands, and then there's times just to wait. Now, the only bad part about waiting is sometimes you miss the move, but it's okay though. Once it moves, it'll retrace. They always do. It'll retrace, and then once it finds support, then you enter the trade. So just to let you know, if you're in trades now, there's several different ways of going about trading. 1, you can be very patient, see a setup, enter the trade, knowing that it may take several days, maybe even several weeks before it catches wind. Let's say nobody's talking about gaming, and right now you're loading up on 5, maybe 10 gaming coins, and you're just DCAing, you know, every paycheck you put $10, $100, whatever you have, and into those coins. And then sure enough, you wait 2-3 months, and before you know it, one of those coins, one of the YouTubers talks about it, and it goes to the moon. Now, if you're good with waiting like that, that's a strategy for you. Now, if you want to make money right now, you know, you want to have trades lasting 3 to maybe 5 days, then if it's not moving, man, it's really hurt. It hurts because you're waiting and you're looking, and it's like, oh, it's going to the level and then it comes down, and going to the level and then it comes down. But just to let you know, it just depends on you. The type of trade that you're doing depends on what's going to happen. And then, of course, also if you're putting a stop loss, I recommend stop losses. I did a trade last night. Oh yeah, don't ever trade when you're tired. I did a trade last night. Very little sleep, been staying up with the group, doing a bunch of charts and updates and everything else. Yesterday was pretty so-so, But the day before, man, it just update after update, because that's when the market was doing stuff. But did a trade last night, and I could have sworn I hit submit or the whatever button it is, okay, to do the stop loss, and I didn't. And of course, I'm doing other stuff. I'm videos and everything else. And then I go back to it a few hours later, and I was like, holy moly, how am I down so much? I didn't set my stop loss. Ouch. So, sometimes you just get busy. Sometimes you just get busy, and it's so important, guys. Like, that's one of the first things I do. Like, especially like if I'm doing like a live training with the group, and I'm doing an entry. The very first thing I do as I'm doing my entry, I set that stop loss. But for me, just tired. I went, did my trade. Was gonna go back to do the stop loss. Got busy doing other stuff, and then when I did go back to it a few hours later, it's like, oh my gosh, ouch. It just makes you think, okay, I have to do stop loss. Like I can't do anything else before that stop loss. All right, for me, stop loss is more important than my targets, because I can always move up my stop loss in profit. For my targets, if it goes, and there's been some times where I didn't set a target and it went up crazy, but it already came back down like 30-40%. So I'm still up 30% or so. I was like, dang it, if I would have set my target. But I like moving up my stop loss. That's how that's my style. All right, moving on. Let's see here, we got Dylan in the house. What's up, Dylan? Dylan says, hey everybody, hope everybody's doing good. Yes guys, I hope everybody's doing good. If you're losing trades, it's okay. Market's gonna get better. Don't worry about it. Like I said, we might even be out of both of them. Yesterday, I mentioned to YouTube that we were in 2 trades. I think for one we got stopped out, and just barely. But the market. Let's look at the market. Bitcoin. I'm sorry. Crypto bubbles. Not exciting. Are you okay? Let me know if you are excited about this price action for the past hour. Put a 1 in the chat if you're excited. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not excited. If it's just boring. 1%. Oh, 1.2%. 1.6%. 1.4%. How about for the day? For the day, not looking great. Not looking great. Now, can you do shorts? Yeah, sure, of course. Are you excited about shorts? Yeah, of course. You can be. But it looked like let's go to Bitcoin. Oh man, I don't even know what chart I'm on. Okay, I'm on Bitcoin. So it looked like for Bitcoin, once we had this bounce, that's all right. Let's see if the market gets good. Let's see if the market gets good and come up. But it came up a little bit, and it came right on down. Came up, retest, beautiful little zone that we have here. Came up again to the high, came back down, did another beautiful. So let's zoom in on this range. Look at this beautiful range. Oh my gosh. We have our high, we have our low. It broke down way below our liquidity zone, our pocket. It came down, came up, broke this level. Good. We can enter along now. And then it came back down, almost retested this, broke out of our 50% range, which is good, and showing strength. Came right up here to our high, which is pretty much expected. Came back down to our 50%, came back up, broke above this level, broke above our liquidity zone. Now, when it broke above our liquidity zone, I'm thinking nobody knows what's going to happen. And for all those that are on YouTube and they're on Twitter, it's like, look guys, I told you. Nobody knows. You can have probability. Hey guys, because to me, it'd be so much different if they said, hey guys, we had a higher chance of this happening, and it did. The probabilities were in our favor, and it played out. As opposed to, look guys, I told you this was going to happen. Nobody knows. I don't know. And if they knew, they'd be millionaires. Well, without group subscriptions, just on their trading. They would be millionaires just on their trading ability. Now, granted, we have probabilities. For me personally, I thought when this broke out of our range, it was going to come up here to our liquidity zone area. And sometimes it goes above and sometimes a little bit more. That's exactly what this one did. Came up above to here and then, yeah, to here. Now, granted, Joe, you just look to the right. No, this is sometimes what happens. What I should do is do more levels. This would be a liquidity zone and this would be an extended liquidity zone. Ooh, fancy, fancy. But when this happened, I thought it was going to come down in here, find support on our resistance level, and bounce up. Came back down to our 50% level just to fake everybody out, to come up again, break this, do the same thing that it just did to, again, I'm thinking support. And it went, nope, see ya. Let's do this together, guys. Let's do this together. So we have a liquidity zone, So I want to get these levels because these are the levels that it normally goes to. All right. Ooh, I don't think I can. Oh, so this is a. So let me do a this. This is my fib retracement. Go to this. So this is my actual channel, and I have that with my levels too. So that's pretty spot on. Let's go to this. Now, of course, there are some other people that use the 25. It's not trademarked. For those of you who think it's trademarked, it's not trademarked. Feel free to use my settings, 25 and 33. This is my liquidity zone, Now, I want to get an area up here. So I'm going to say 55. So let's do 1.55. Let's see what that does. And let's do this one. Let's do this one a purple. Ooh, spot on. And then what's that? 165. Man, that was amazing. 165. What color did I use? That one? Ooh, spot on. Man. Can I get some bingo bangles in the chat? Can I get some bingo and a bangles in the chat? That is spot on. Those levels right there. So this is our liquidity zone, and this is our extreme liquidity zone. So whenever the price breaks out of our 100, out of our top, it's very common for the market makers to push us into the liquidity zone because most people. So let me do this real quick. So we did. I need the negative 25. Negative 55. Negative 55. And some bingo bangles in the chat, guys. Bingos and a bangles in the chats. Bingos and a bangos. And then this one's going to be... Oh, I got to do all the way. And then this one's going to be a negative 155. Oh, wait, 65. What am I doing? 55, yes. And then 65. 65. Okay. Bingo and a bango. So I got those levels. Everything looks great. So let's save this. And we're going to put this one extreme liquidity zone. Zone. Okay. So these are the settings. You'll be surprised. You'll be really surprised at how often it goes to our area. Well, let's just bring this across. And I'm using this bottom and this top. Let's hide all our little drawings. Okay, here we go. Price action came up to, let's hide our this channel. So it came up to our liquidity zone and then went into our extreme liquidity zone, came down, went to our liquidity zone, and then our extreme liquidity zone. This one, it went into our liquidity zone, extreme liquidity zone, and it said, I'm out of here. Just plain, everybody stopped out. Just to come up, and here it blasted through our liquidity zone. Almost. Look at this, guys. Get out of here. Almost to our extreme liquidity zone. Bingo and a bango. We got Kulot in the house. What's up, Kulot? Appreciate you, man. We got Al in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you. We got Dylan. Dylan says, you're on default, Joe. Don't need to select YouTube. Don't need to select YouTube. Very nice. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Yes, guys. Yes, indeed. Bingos and bangos. All right. So how can this help us? How can this help us? Right now, Bitcoin's not looking good. It broke below this level. You know, this little range or this little zone that we had. So let's get this zone. And this was actually the trading zone. I just highlighted it. But let's see. What am I doing? Oh, this right here. So this was our support zone. The price action needed to find support in this area. Now, granted, everything that we're doing, it's all level by level. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody. And for all these people to say, look at me, watch me. Nobody knows. All we have is levels. We have percentages for likelihood. And then when it works out, man, we look like geniuses. But then when it doesn't, it's like, it should have, it could have, it might have. But here, when the price action came down here, this would have been a really nice area for it to bounce, create a double bottom, and break out. Now here you can see a double top, and if it breaks this zone, the measured move would be roughly around here. Now it came down here only to fake people out, for people to get short, to come back up, and then, okay, let's long it because it's probably going to come back up here, only for the market makers to push it back down. Right now, it's wishy and washy. If you have coins, guys, let me know. If you have coins, let me know. We're going to go over some coins fairly quick. Today's a good day, even though the coins aren't doing so hot. Today's a good day. I lost a lot of money. Lost a lot of money on that dumb trade where I went back to it and it was like, no. I was like, I haven't seen that much money ever in my life, let alone losing it. It was more than $14, guys. And all I have is $14. That's all I have. Oh, speaking about that, I went to the bank today, made several deposits. And it was funny because, and I went to the drive-thru, you know, I was kind of in a rush. I got to come back over here. Went to the drive-thru and the lady goes, why so many deposits? So is there an issue with the deposits? So she calls somebody else over. Story time. She calls somebody else over. And then she's like, can we just do this in one transaction? I said, no. And why for the questions? I'm requesting these deposits and this is how I want it made. And she just, she literally did on the mic. And I raised up my hand so I can get her attention. I was right there. I was literally, you know, where you pull up for the business transactions. I was right there. And so I raised up my hand so she saw me. And she said, yes, sir. I said, you know, is there an issue? Is there a problem? You know, and, you know, my question that I have for you is like, why are you asking me about this? She goes, oh, never mind. Ooh-wee. Never mind. I'm not your coworker. I'm not your kid. You don't tell me never mind. So I go in there, of course, after the transaction. I go in there. Yes, that was very unprofessional. And then, of course, she explained why the procedures and everything. And I said, okay. I said, I get it. You know, I apologize for my attitude that I had to, because she goes, yeah, you kind of had an attitude when I asked you the question. I said, yeah, because the one thing that I don't like about banks is they're always nosy. You know, why are you taking out so much money? Why are you depositing so much money? Why are you, you know, every week we notice that you take out X amount of dollars. Like, why? And then they'll bring out the manager. It's like, it's my money. Like, so I just have a pet peeve with that. Let me know if you have, for one, let me know if you have ever experienced that at the bank, to where they question you. Put a yes in the chat or a no. They've never questioned you. Everything's hunky-dory. Every time you go in there, even though it's not a Friday, they have donuts and they have coffee and they have all that stuff for you in the bank. Let me know if you have any questions from the bank, either the bank teller asking you directly or getting a manager to ask you. I've had that several times, you know, more so now that I'm in crypto, but I've had that so many times where the manager like, what? And they don't even say, may I ask you why? They just straight out, well, why are you taking out so much money? Or why are you making several deposits? You know, it's none of your business. It's my money. And like, you're just a place for me to hold my money. Ooh, but I was heated though. I went in there and, you know, she apologized and she didn't give me any attitude. You know, when I went in there, she didn't give me any attitude. She said, this is why I do it. She goes, I hate doing it, but they make me do this. You know, we get emails and everything else. And that way I can at least say, this is his response when I asked him this, according to policy. I said, okay. I said, well, I appreciate you talking to me. It's just, I felt some kind of attitude when you said, what, never mind. And I said, and she goes, oh no, I apologize. And I said, all right, well, I apologize too. And, it's always good. So here's my point, guys. Here's my point. Again, this relates nothing to crypto. This is my point. It's best to get stuff off of your chest when it happens, as opposed to me driving back home and be like, man, that lady, man, she was really rude. And, you know, I hate banks, which I do, and this and that. And, you know, coming here is like, man, you know, all these people there. No, now it's completely different, because what I do, if I have any issues with anybody, I let them know right then and there. I don't know, it's because I'm old and I don't care, or I just want to get resolution. If somebody cuts me off, I just go, they must be having a bad day, or they must be in a rush. Versus, I've had, you know, other people that I've known, man, they cut me off and just on and on, like 15, 20. I said, man, they already forgot about you. They forgot about you. All right, so that's it. Let's see here. Phyllis says, can we do Skale and Filecoin? Definitely, man. Those are a good one. I love Skale. I knew nothing about Skale until somebody, and this, I'm gonna tell you a secret, guys. I'm gonna tell you a secret. This is why I do this YouTube channel, not only to make you money, but also so I can find coins, so I can make money. I love Skale. I knew nothing about Skale. I did research on it on the live stream, and I was like, okay, I like it. So yes, we will definitely do Skale and Filecoin. So let me write that down. Skale and Filecoin. Now I was in Filecoin late last year because it had a beautiful, on the weekly, beautiful accumulation. Oh my gosh, bottom city. And then it went down like another 30-40% like a month or two later. It's like, dang it. Let's see here. Let's see here. So Dylan has had issues with the bank, with them asking him questions. Before crypto, they'd be like, sir, can you please, because it's a question, can you please get all of your pennies? And we have a machine right there that'll count it for you. And now we can deposit the $4.23. I said, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That was before crypto. After crypto, $14. All right, moving on. See here, Crypto Candy says, ask them why they need to know. I do. Every time. I was like, what? Because they'll ask me, one of them was, it was so funny. Oh, story time, guys, story time. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. We're going to make so much money together. You're going to get to know me if you don't already. But there was one time where I went to the bank and, so of course, you know, I deposited from crypto, I deposited to the bank. And then, I think like the next day or two, I forget what it was. I went so I could deposit, so I could withdraw it. So I went to the bank and I'm trying to withdraw it. And, the lady, you know, and it was a significant amount. And the lady, she's like, hold on. So then the manager comes on and she's like, yes, sir. May I ask like why you're withdrawing so much money? I said, for one, it's none of your business. And for two, it's my money. And, I just want to withdraw it. And she's like, well, we have to wait for it to clear. We have to wait 7 days for it to clear. And I told her, I said, this is not a check from a different bank. This is an actual deposit of money to your bank to put the money in. It's in dollars. It's not a check. And I said, I want my money out right now. And so sure enough, she said, okay. But if I didn't know, I'd be like, okay, I'll be back in 7 days. No, it was money transferred to the bank. I was like, oh my God, it's not a check. I can understand a check, especially an out-of-state check. Yeah, sure, I can understand that. You got to wait for it to clear, et cetera, et cetera. But it was money. But yeah, they always ask me questions. I hate going to the bank. So here, that's right. It's not their business. It's not. And then on top of that, she goes, well, I just have to ask you. And then I told her, I said, okay, what response could I have given to you to make my request valid? She's like, what? She goes, well, you asked me why so many deposits. You asked me that question. What could I have told you to make it okay? Could I say, oh, because I like odd numbers? Could I say, oh, because I want you to do more work? Or, like what could I have said to make it okay? And she's like, well, like we just need an answer so we can do the thing. And then we started getting to talking. It's like, okay. But yeah. Let's see here. Dylan says, a bank froze accounts till you show yes. And how bad, like, this is why I don't like XRP, because XRP is all about the banks. This is the main reason. Banks, this was, I think, last bull run with the Canadian truckers, where the banks froze all of their money. It's like, how? This is the answer. Crypto is the answer, because I have it in my wallet. If I want to buy something from you, I can give you that money via crypto, and then you can give me the product or, services or whatever it is. It's like that versus, oh man, like my bank's frozen. Or let's say people try to do a bank run. What's a bank run? Where everybody tries to go and take out their money. I may have $14 in the bank. You may have 14,000. Somebody else may have 140,000. And we all go to the bank and we all try to take out our money. Well, the banks don't have money. It's all digital. It's all numbers. So when you want to take out your money, well, they start freaking out and they freeze accounts and they freeze everything. And now you may have $100,000 in the bank, 700, a million, whatever it is. But if it's frozen, that's called the matrix. That is called the matrix. All right, moving on. Sam says, I finally got off work early enough to catch a live stream today. Man, Sam, you my favorite. You my favorite. Oh, you guys my favorite. Speaking about favorites, let me know. Let's come back up here. Let's see here. Phyllis, are you still here? Phyllis, if you are still here, put a 1 in the chat. This applies to only Phyllis. That way we can look up Scale coin and Filecoin. All right, so this is my thought process on Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is just shaking everybody out. That's all they're doing. They're shaking everybody out. It went sideways for a little bit. Then it dumped. Okay, cool. It broke this level. Let's short. Let's look at the bigger picture. We have all of this liquidity. Awesome, Phyllis. We're gonna get you squared away. We have all this liquidity right here and down here. This is the daily fair value gap. This is a key area the market makers want to bring the price to. Doesn't mean they will today or this hour. At some point, they might bring it here. They don't have to, but they might. So once it broke this level, came down here, oh, short city, let's go. It came up, came down, and let's go. Fair value gap, here we come. Most people have their targets. Target 1, target 2, target 3. It came down and boom, up. Nice big fast wick, boom. And then now it's coming up. I was like, okay, it breaks this level. Let's long it. Comes up here, retest beautifully, comes up, does this number, beautiful, add to your entry, comes up, retest this again, absolutely gorgeous. We're on the 1 hour time frame, comes up, comes down, retest this level. Okay. Comes up, then it just breaks through this level. So right now they're just flipping and a flopping. Flipping and a flopping. That's what they're doing. So right now, what do I think Bitcoin's going to do? I think Bitcoin will do this number. I could be completely wrong. Again, nobody knows. Due to this buying pressure, I think, even though we're in a red candle, I think we're going to do this number probably to the 75% mark, right around 67.6. Come down, come up again to around the 50% mark, which is around 67.1, to come down and finally take this fair value gap. This is what I think might happen. Do I know for sure? Nope. Sure don't. Let's see here. Yeah. Hey, we got Wick in the house. What's up, Wick? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's crazy, but that's what I think might happen. So we'll see. We shall see. So let us go to, let's do a YouTube that way, because I always forget to do YouTube and I do it on my other layout. So let's go and let's do Scale Coin. Scale Coin, and this is Mexi. Let's go to a higher time frame. Let's get out of this mumbo jumbo. Oh, let's do a clear so we can see everything. These were alerts that we had. You know, first we had an alert here in case it bounced up. Didn't happen. Next time we saw it was probably here. We had an alert here. It did happen, but then it went right underneath it. But we are going to check this out. Let's go and delete everything. Let's see here. Wick says, not much, man. Nothing much, man. Yeah, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. And that's the hardest part too. For me, I want to make money right now. 3 to 5 days. I want to make money. And it's funny too. I told the group earlier today, I said, listen guys, I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to sell my coins. I'm going to sell my coins. That way your coins can pump. We're in the same coins. I said, haven't you noticed that? You're like, man, like it's not moving, or you might be down a little bit or down. And you're thinking, you know what? I'm gonna get out of it. There's another coin I want. So you get out of your coin. You've been holding for like 5 days, 3 days, whatever it is. You go into that other coin, and then the coin you just got out of starts moving. It was like, oh no. Oh my gosh. All right. It happens. Okay, let's look at Scale Coin. Let's look at Scale. I do like it. Scale Coin, it of course it had this really nice run up. It's on the daily time frame. Let's go ahead and put this in color. That way people will say, oh no, I just lost my vision. So here, of course, you know, it ran up, it came down. It's starting to find its bottom, which is really good. I think the bottom for Scale at the moment, nobody knows. At the moment, the bottom is at 0.02824. Now, we do have, what is the price range tool say for the percentage of the zone? 3%. Okay. So the zone, and we're not going to mark it because it's just, you know, this. But this is a little zone. This is our support zone that you could say that if the price comes down here, there's a pretty good chance we're going to get bounce. Pretty good chance. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Mark Dutch in the house. What's up, Mark? See here, sitting here. He promised me beer. Oh man, I loaded up today. Man, I loaded up today. Today I'm going to relax. This week has been a pretty stressful week. Not stressful, pretty time-consuming week. There was, I think, 4 days that I was literally up all night because, you know, the market had a potential to move, and I want to make sure that you know, charts are posted because we have people in the group, different sides of the world. So just to let you know, like I'm in these charts. So yeah, this like 4 days, man. I got like 3 to 5 hours of sleep during those days. It was rough. But today, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna relax. See, Mark says, dang, that chart looks like Polkadot. Yeah, Polkadot right now is at a really good price. Really good price. And nobody's talking about Polkadot. So in my opinion, now might be a time to possibly start loading your bag. just because, you know, last season, man, they were it. Ooh, man, everybody wanted to be on the polka dot chain. Everybody. Who knows? Maybe this time around they spice it up a little bit and do the same thing and add more features. So we'll see. Let's see here. Al says, see, TradingView has special cameras for my entries. Oh my gosh. Al, I think you're onto something. If you think Al is onto something, tag Al in the chat. If you think Al is onto something, tag Al in the chat. I am put at Al, and then I'm gonna put Bingo Bango. At Al Bingo Bango. I think Al is onto something. I really do. Because as soon as you put, and you're hesitating too, you're like, man, I know as soon as I sell, it's gonna go. I know it. As soon as and then you see it going down more, and you're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna take the loss. You know, whatever. My stop loss is down here. Price is right here. I don't want to lose anymore. Like the market just changing. Bitcoin's doing this. It lost its structure. It doesn't look good. Sell. After all that thought process, and then what happens? Bing! No! And then you get in, and then boom! Oh, sell. Bing! Forget it. No more bingo bangos. No more bingo. But yeah, it's funny. Yep. It's so funny. Wick says, I thought I promised you tears. On point with the techno. Awesome. See here. See, stop, Mark. It does have to do. It's broken. Any. All right. So looking at Skale. So for Skale on the daily, of course, you know, we do have several zones. Now, for me, I like identifying candle body closes. Candle body closes, and then also candle wicks, because this is selling pressure. This is saying that the price came up here, and then it couldn't break it, and it came back down. So this right here, we do have this zone. And do I have a red zone? I don't know if I have a red zone, but I do have a gray zone. Nope, that's a box. Gray zone. Nope, that's a buy zone. Don't I have just a gray box? Do I have something with red? Wasting too much time. Okay, so this is my area of resistance. What is the price range tool say be above it? Now, would I enter the trade right now? Definitely not. So it's 30%. Okay, so we have 30%. Right now it is coming down. Do we have an area of possible support? It's not too strong, but we have this to this. Now I want you to see what I'm looking at. And let's do a green. Green. So we have this area where the price came down and it bounced. Of course, we did a wick. We have this area that it got rejected from. We have this area that it became a zone. We had this area that it got rejected from. So this is telling me that this is a nice possible support area. This is where it might do a bounce. So this is what I'm thinking might happen. You guys are funny. This is what I'm thinking might happen. So let's go to a lower time frame and see if we can see anything. So that is the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour, of course, we can see that it is dumping. Let's see here. You could say that we had a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. I don't do patterns. I do point them out for those who do see patterns. The measured move would be way down here. Most of the times, sometimes the measured moves don't play out all the way. Sometimes they do, and then some. Sometimes the pattern gets invalid by the price action coming back into the pattern to come back out and then play out. So I don't trade patterns. I trade support, resistance, trend lines. We do, man, it's not looking good. We have this area that it needed to find support here. We still have 21 minutes. If the candle closes underneath it, not looking good. This is on the 4 hour time frame. It might possibly do something like this. Let's do an arrow. I need, one thing that I love doing is I love seeing the price range. So 15%. Okay. So on this one, I would strongly recommend waiting on this one for at least until Monday, Tuesday. So about 3 to 4 days. We want to see if it builds structure. Right now, it's not looking hot. Of course, you know, it was looking nice for a little bit. We had this low, it came down here, found support, did a high, and then, well, did a higher low rather. So we have our low, higher low, higher low. We have a high, we have a higher high. So it's doing an uptrend. So it's starting the uptrend, and it did really nice. And then it kind of bottomed out here. And you can say, oh, this is a bull flag. And it broke out. And then it met our resistance zone, came down. Once it lost this level, we needed it to find this level in order to potentially still be bullish. Now, here is this low. And then if it bounces here, then potentially maybe this, then this, then this. Now we start our trend again. But right now, not looking too hot. One thing that we want to look for, so this is our zone. Let me identify it for you. So this is our zone. Let's do this in white. Let's also make this pretty large so everybody can see it. So the zone that you're looking for is between 0.3370 and 0.3209. This is the zone that you're looking for in order for you to enter. Now, what I'm thinking, you know, once it comes in here for the entry, it comes down, it comes up, comes down, and then creates a break of structure. This is what we look for. Now for this one, I would recommend, it doesn't move too much, so I'd recommend the 4-hour time frame. You know, you could do the 1 hour. The 1 hour, you get in faster, but you could have a potential fake out. So I would wait for the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour candle to close above this level, 0.3370, for you to enter. So what I would do, set an alert. You know, set an alert, let's say right here at 0.3487. Once the alert goes off, you reset your alert because more than likely it's going to continue going down. Your alert goes off, you check it, you wait for a 4-hour candle to close above this level, enter the trade. Not financial advice. Let's see here. We making Joe lose track. Stop it, y'all. Yeah, I haven't, I just see it going and going and going, so I know y'all are talking to each other. Let's see here. And I do like it. I appreciate the back and forth, due to the fact that that's engagement. So YouTube loves it, and I can see it on the viewers already. So definitely, guys, smash the like. I appreciate it greatly. We give you 1 hour of free content every single day, Monday through Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I give you my thought process on how to trade. Now, if we do bounce here, if we do, and we break this level, just know that we have this pretty strong level up here. So let's say you entered here, 4-hour candle closes, just expect it to get rejected here, to come down, don't freak out, and then hopefully bounce in this area to come up. So that's one of the things that I used to do when I started trading. I'd be in a trade, and I was like, oh man, it's doing good, it's doing so good, and it started going down. I was like, oh no. Sell it, 2% loss, 5% loss, whatever it does. Even though I had a stop loss, and then of course it would come down to almost my stop loss and then bounce up. And it's like, oh, I need to trust my trades. It's hard though, when you have money in there and you see your money going down, you know, you're losing $1, $1.25, $2. You're like, man, I got $14 in this trade. Losing $3, man, I'm out. I can't do it. I don't want to risk my $7. So, of course, all that's funny. That's all a joke. It's like, I don't risk 50%. Not intentionally, anyway. All right. Hi, Mark. I see your chats. All right, moving on. So I'm gonna follow on the chat real quick, and then we're gonna get to Filecoin. So this is my thought process on Skale. It's not ready yet. Whenever I see a coin that's ready, I actually post the chart setup with targets, with alerts, with stop losses, with my thought process on entry, the whole nine. But I don't do it if it's not ready. So just kind of give you a heads up. If you want, you know, tomorrow or the next couple of days, have me check on this one every day, just so we can kind of follow up on it. Let's see here, going down the list of comments. Going down the list. Mark, are you a comedian? I think Mark is either an active comedian or a retired comedian or a comedian that never like tried for it. I know for sure he was a class clown. For sure. I love you guys. You guys are funny. Yeah, Tio, I love Tio. TAO. This one is a good coin as well. Now, Turbo, man, I lost so much. That was the one that I lost a lot of money on. Turbo, I think is going to do good. I think I was just trading with too high leverage and too much money. Don't trade when you're tired. Trading when you're, and I it's like sleep deprivation. It's like being intoxicated. And it's like, you know what? And I was winning some trades. I was winning some nice trades, you know, and then I upped it to 10x leverage, doing some nice trades, you know, losing a little bit, winning more. Then I upped it to 86x leverage. Yeah, 86. And putting more money in, like a lot of money. And I lost quite a bit. And I could have sworn I put a stop loss. Could have sworn I did it. And then I check on it later because I was doing other things. I check on it, it's like, oh, whoops. So yeah. Let's see here. Here. Oh my gosh, you guys are nuts. Here. Going down the chart, going down the thing. Let's see here. Sam, blink twice if you're okay, Joe. That's funny. Al says we should do a Zoom stream where Joe presents, but we all have cameras on drink and a drink on hand. Yeah, I actually do that tonight. Actually, it's called Crypto on the Rocks. It's from my buddy, and we just kick back. Nothing professional. So if you think I'm a professional businessman, professional thing, I'm just a guy on the internet. I'm a guy on the internet who knows how to trade, who makes mistakes, who tells you my mistakes. You know, I'm not like all these other people to where, you know, because they want to sell you something, so they have to look professional. They have to look everything. For me, it's just a couple guys, couple buddies, couple, you know, females, guys, whatever, just hanging out, having a good time, and trading, making money along the way. There's no right or wrong thing. And it's funny too, because in the group, like I'll post something about Bitcoin, somebody else will post something else about Bitcoin, maybe like a different idea. And they asked me, Joe, is it okay if I post this? I said, dude, like there's no head at this table. It is literally all of us together as a community making money. Like you can have maybe you use the heat maps, maybe you use the RSI, maybe you use the MACD, maybe you use some kind of indicator that really, really helps you in your trades, and you post it for the group. You're helping everybody in the group. So just to let you know, guys, like with this, oh, and I just posted in the chat, that's the place where we go, we hang out, we drink, we have fun. It's nothing professional. We talk about crypto, we talk about life, we talk about, you know, just different things, and just kicking back. So one thing, don't ever think of me as a, you know, somebody who like, for me, it's fun. I would rather make this fun than like just all strictly business. That's me. That's my personality. And plus, I don't want to be fake, you know, because like me, I like having fun and everything. And if, let's say, the trade I lost today, I didn't have to tell you that. But Joe, you're trying to sell us your VIP, and you're telling us you lose? Yes, I lose. Yes, I do dumb mistakes. Yes, I trade sometimes when I should be sleeping, you know, just to, you know what, let me do a trade. I haven't done a trade, you know, high leverage, let's do, and you know, I'm winning. It's like, all right, cool. I tell you my mistakes because I know there are other people out there that may trade when they're inebriated, may trade when they're sleep deprivation, and just to know, okay, it's nobody's fault. Like if you lose, you knew better. So just to let you know, that's one thing with me. You get the real me. If I was strictly only trying to sell VIP membership, if I was only strictly trying to sell you, man, I'd be way different. I'd be way different. I would be different. And I don't want to be that. Just look at anybody who has a group. I guarantee it, hands down, they are not the same people on screen as off screen. 100%. Yeah. No, I won't tell you stories. I have stories about people who I know who do live streams. Let's see here. Apple water, man. I got me some apple water, got me some peach water, got me some lemon water. I'm stocked up. I won't be driving tonight, that's for sure. Let's see. Thank you. What is your target in the bull run? Okay. Let's see here. So go back to the daily. Let's go to the weekly. For Skale, I do like it. I don't know the market cap, but I do like it. Let's look at the market cap. The market cap is really important. Like you have to know the market cap. I wish there was a indicator that could pull the market cap from this. So Skale. So market cap is only 200 million. Oh my gosh. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. Okay. So bigger market caps, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they can do a 3 to 5x. Doesn't mean they will. They could. They could do a 3 to 5x. A coin that is a, let's say, between 500 million and 100 million could easily do anywhere from a 5x to a 10x easily. Now, that's only if they have the right community, the right advertising, the right product. So there's a lot of things that go into play. Just because you see a market cap of 200 million, oh, this is going to do a 5x, let me put a bunch of money in. No, it depends on, you know, what do they have going for them? Do they have something that's unique, or is it just like every other coin? Do they have a community that is like really, really involved? Do they have meetups? Do they have seminars? Are they doing something? That's what's really going to propel them to the next level. For this one, not even looking at the chart, but just knowing what Skale is. And if you don't know what Skale is, just really, really quick, you go here. Skale is a gas-free, invisible blockchain built different for mass adoption. This gas-free. I like it. Gas-free. I like it. Forever. I like it. Who wants to pay huge fees on Ethereum? Now, is this the only one that does zero gas fees? No. I think there's a token called Zero. I made some money on that one last bull run. I think it's called Zero. And when I first heard about Zero, I was like, how can they survive? No, I don't like the coin. It's not going to do anything. You need to charge gas fees and blah, blah. It went up so much. I was like, oh, let me rethink this. And then I ended up getting into the coin after the retracement, made some money. Scale, You know, expanding spectrum of use cases. So blah, blah, gaming, this and that, you know, not so much a gaming coin, but the future of gaming is here. And then of course you can read all this stuff. Now, one thing that I strongly recommend, of course, I am blocking it, but at the very bottom left-hand corner, there's a section called tags. You go to select all or show all, layer 2 and layer 1. I love staking. Staking, it holds the coins to where you don't sell them for sometimes a period of time. Sometimes you can withdraw it for 24 hours. Sometimes it's 3 months, 6 months, a year, 18 months. So staking, it strengthens the coin. So whenever I see a coin that has staking, I really love it, because that's saying that people are invested in this coin so that they can get more of the coins. I'm staking pretty heavily in, what's the token name? It's the one I'm married to. For those of you who know, tell me, I forget what it is. There's 3 letters to it. VRA. I was like, there's a V in there and there's an O. No, there's not an O. There's a T. No, there's not. VRA. Veracity. I love Veracity. All right. So industry is gaming. Okay. And AI. Buzzword. They got 2 major buzzwords, AI and gaming. Storage is also a good buzzword. Not so exciting, but it is nice as well. So for this one, I do think it could do 5x. Because it's such a small market cap. So for that, I don't even know where the price section is at. 36. So, oh man, 5x is nothing. I mean, just come over here. We're looking at a 10x right here. So for targets for Skale, man, just to, oh my gosh. So for targets for Skale, you know, we have 2x. We have a 6x. We have a 10x. And could it do more? Sure, it could. But just to be reasonable, this is what I think. And let's put this in green. Can we do green? Yes. Let's do this in green. That way it's a little easier for you to distinguish what is what. So those are my targets for Skale for the bull run. Could it happen? Sure. Will it? No one knows. Nobody knows. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to get to Filecoin in just a moment. I'm not sure why I'm taking so long. We're already at our end of our stuff. Bitcoin is dumping now, Joe. That's coming down. Let's go 15-minute time frame. So it came up, came down. I mean, it's not looking strong. We'll put it that way. It's not looking strong. I do think that we have a chance of it coming up, making a lower high, lower high, lower high, you know, right around this area. And what I find so funny, there's a bunch of people out there, you know, they have groups, they have YouTube and everything. They'll do like different scenarios where they'll say, you know, if it continues going up, this is what we're looking for. You know, we have a tight stop loss, or maybe not so tight. This is what we're looking for. But if it breaks this level, then what we're doing is did I do it the wrong way? If it breaks this level, then we're looking for this. It's like, huh? So you're saying if I enter now and I get stopped out, then go short? Yes. But then what if it flips and goes that way? I lost and I lost. Right now, this sideways action, it's like we need a definite direction. And right now it's up. Nope, just playing down. So let me get rid of this because this is not something that I do. All right, let's see here. Let's go. So that is for Skale. We got FD White in the house. FD White. Late, but we'll watch the replay. Thank you, man. For those of I don't have any. I'm sorry, FT. I don't have any. I had to reset my computer, and I have yet to put everybody's YouTube channel back on my Stream Deck. But FT White does have a YouTube channel. Dude's real smart. I like surrounding myself with smart people. When you're in a group and you're the smartest person, you might want to change groups. So for me, I like surrounding myself with smart people. FT White is one of them. Great technical analysis, and dude's really smart when it comes to fundamental analysis, like really smart of the economy. So definitely follow him. I don't have his channel. Feel bad now. Let's see here. So you go to my webpage and then you go all the way towards the bottom. It has my favorite people here. And FT White, are you here? Uh-oh. You are not here, FT White. I haven't updated this in a bit. Shame on me. Shame on me. FT White. Put this right here. Let's go to this. Well, let me move this over. Is it YouTube Studios? I don't remember. I'm gonna add you. No, it's not YouTube Studios. It's updates. Anyway, we're already running late, but I will definitely add you. All right, I feel really bad. Let's see here. Let's see here. Mark says like button is activated. Yes, definitely smash the like button. Let's see here. Retired. That's when you retired and tired. All right. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. That's funny. I never heard that before. That's fun. See here. Putting on the list. Putting on the list. Here. Obi-Wan Kenobi's here. What's up, Obi-Wan? Appreciate you, man, being here. Okay. We got the OC guy in here too. OC guy, man, everybody's in here. I love you guys. Love you guys so much. You guys are the best. So if you don't know, the OC guy and FT White, they're on Piper's Academy. Now, of course, I don't have anybody's thing. I feel so bad, but Piper's Academy is on my my YouTube page on the very bottom. Definitely check them out. So now let's go to, let's put this one on our watch list. That way we can check it out later. Let's do Filecoin. And let's see here. Spell that right? Oh, Phil. That's right. So for this one, let's go to the daily. And OC guy too. He's really smart. Way smarter than he looks. Like real smart. Like that's why I love watching Piper Academy. Like you got and you want to surround yourself with smart people. You really do. So Filecoin, this one, it's in a very tiny range, but the ranges just get smaller or just keep on dropping. So we did have a range right here. So this was our range. Let's make this a little bit darker so y'all can see it. Gray. So this was our range. Then we had another range. We can call this right here. We had another range. And now we have a range inside the range. Yeah. And Crypto Candy, yeah, definitely, man. I love their morning show. Their morning show is nothing but fire and alpha. And then we have another range right here. So it's just doing one range after another, and making lower ranges. But once it breaks out, I think it'll do good. Now, Filecoin is a dinosaur coin. This one, where was it? Back in, here. This is where I bought. So, because it was doing this range. It was doing this really nice range. And of course, silly me, it dumped. And then I sold it. And then, of course, if I would have just held it. This is why you want to do macro. This is why you want to do longer term trades. Now, will we make money trading in and out, holding it for 3 days, 5 days? Yes, we will. Will we make exponentially more money holding it till the end of the bull run? 100%. So what I would recommend is have one account to where let's say here we bought the breakout or the retest, whatever, and we held it. You know, granted, these are baby numbers compared to what we're going to see in the bull market. Went up 200%. Versus if you bought it here and then you sold it here, then you bought it again at the breakout here and you sold it here. Then, you know, on the retrace, you know, let's say you did a short. Why not? No, we'll just go long. Let's say you bought the breakout here and then you sold it here. Then you bought the breakout here. And then now this is you constantly looking at the charts, constantly setting alerts, constantly doing everything. What does this add up to? So this is 130 about, give or take, versus doing it one time, you know, having your target or, you know, having some kind of stipulations as far as your price action breaks below a certain moving average, you start selling. You made more money, less effort. Now, of course, knowing when to enter is vital. Knowing how to exit is vital. And of course, I'll show you all that on the channel. But can you make money going, you know, trading left? Yes, you can. This to me is more exciting, but you will make more money here. Now, with that being said, here, if we were to enter right now, would we do it? No, of course not. We're at the bottom of this, but it's not looking strong. Let's do some levels. Let's do a level here. Let's put this in white. Normally we do this 1 hour, guys, but we're going a little overtime. Doing a little bit of overtime. Now here we do have a very nice liquidity zone, or you can call it buying pressure, or an area that's going to bounce. So if the price comes down in here, this would be a really nice area to enter in the trade. And this looks like this would be the low of liquidity. Looking, yeah. So the market makers love to take wicks. And or areas. So price came all the way down here, took all this liquidity, came down, took all this liquidity, came down, took all this liquidity. It left a little bit. Do I think they'll come back for it? Probably not. So let's go to a 4 hour time frame. What I think would be a really great opportunity, and right now you're losing your trend line too. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's just do an outline. So let's change this one. That way we can see it. So let's get rid of this. Let's do our outline. Let's do this, and that way we can just see our outline. So this is our outline here. So here, and what we want to do, let's go a little bit lower. Go down to, well, let's do here. Take off our magnet tool. So here, I like doing candle body closes. I think candle body closes are stronger than wicks. However, wicks do show the buying pressure if it's on the bottom. So this is saying that if it comes down here, it might come up. Now this did lose its trend line. So we have a trend line right here. So the trend lines act as support. It did break through it. We could bounce here. The only way I would actually enter this trade is if it crosses this area. I would love to see price action come down, bounce here, come up, get rejected, come back down, make a higher low, and then finally come up. So it would be breaking this level of resistance when this happens. Now for this, you would have to wait for a 4 hour candle to close above this level. So what I would do is just set an alert. 3.9, or you do 3.8. We can do 3.8. I would set my alert right here. The 4 hour candle must close above 3.656. If it does, we can enter the trade. Now, granted, we're right in the middle of this zone. It's best to enter at the bottom. However, you know, we have a higher risk of it coming down. One, due to Bitcoin, you know, acting the way it is. And two, you know, we've broken down before from these zones, and we pointed that out here. It was in this kind of zone. Of course, we can extend this up since now we see, you know, in a smaller time frame. But, you know, we were in the zone and it broke down. We were in this zone and it broke down. We were in this zone and now it's kind of doing an internal zone. So this is why, for me personally, here is a great entry, but it's too high risk because we could break down, come in here, and then break down. And now this right here is the ideal. Let's see if we can zoom in. This to me, yeah, let's see about here to here. This is the ideal buy zone. Now, granted, you still have risk because it could still go lower, but you reduce your risk by putting a stop loss. So the stop loss will be fairly tight. Let's just say we entered somewhere in here, about 10%. It's not too bad. So this would be our stop loss. And of course we'd enter here, but this one we would have to wait for the setup to play out. So that's my thought process on this one. Set your alert, wait for it, wait for the trades to come to you. That's the most important part, waiting for the trades to come to you. You know, could we do, you know, some kind of scaling in? You could, if the market was different. And so any kind of setup, any kind of thought process you have to rely on the current market, because this same thought process would not happen if we were in the bull market, full-fledged, everybody FOMOing in. The thought process will be completely different. Same thing with if we're in the deep, dark depths of the bear market. It'd be, you know, different as well. We would have to wait for a break of a high. But I do thank you guys very much. Let's see if there's any other things in here. If not, we will be finishing the show. Yes, I love the morning show for Popper's Academy. Everybody on there is amazing. Absolutely love them all. All right, let's see here. Sam says I'll have to check it out. Yeah, definitely, guys. Definitely check out Piper Academy. And Piper Academy has all these people. The OC guy has FD White, has Tradefly. It has a lot of people. You know, I'm on there occasionally from time to time, and it's just a great group of people who aren't trying to sell you like a course to where that's how they make their money, is by owning their course. You know, they trade, and their setups are fire. All right, let's see here. All right, so I think that's it. All right, guys, well, that's it for me. I do thank you so much. We are over our time. Now it's time for my weekend to begin. Love you guys so much. Remember, don't FOMO. If you miss out, don't worry. The trades will come back down so you can enter, have a stop loss. Do not trade when you're tired. Do not trade when you've been having a few adult beverages. And if you do, just know that if you lose, and you have a higher likelihood that you will, you can't blame anybody but yourself. I do thank you guys very much. Take responsibility for your own trades. Have risk management in place. I do thank you. Until tomorrow, let's make this money. So again, guys, I do thank you. We'll see you. Take care. 3, 2, 1, bingo bango. I just read OC's comment. Love you guys. Take care.